Now from Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, welcome to Major League Baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Sean Newcomb gets the ball for Game 1 of the League Championship Series here at home. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that has 99 career losses. The one thing I'm certain that he doesn't want to do is pick up career loss number 100 in this one here today. So it's going to be awfully important, one, that his team scores him some runs, and two,
back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your New York Mets.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Batting fourth, left fielder, Big Daddy Boomer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Rizzo is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Big Daddy Boomer. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Big Daddy Boomer.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
that was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Ready for another shot now. Big Daddy Boomer. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. On to the 7th here in Game 1. It's the Cubs. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
Left fielder.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the 9th. Ready for another chance? Big Daddy Boomer. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Santa Maria. Game over. So a solo shot here to left center field. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off in the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. New York take the 1-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Raul Salazar is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Now from Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, welcome to Major League Baseball on MLB Network. It's the second game of the night. Steven Matz is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan? Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Trevor Story. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Boomer has a play, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Big Daddy Boomer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Happ racing back, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the series, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Big Daddy Boomer, he went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here's Addison Russell. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Sharp ground ball to third. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 7-0.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Gavin Cicchini next. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 2. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. This is in the air to left. Boomer moves over, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Striding in once again, Big Daddy Boomer. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here's the first pitch to him. In the air out toward right field. Welch is after it. 1 away. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. In the air now out to left. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. Digging in once again, Big Daddy Boomer. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Digging in to try it again. Big Daddy Boomer. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is back in Queens at Citi Field as we get set for the top of the 9th inning in this one. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Javier Baez
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Boomer moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Mets get the win to take a 2-0 series lead. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Freddie Mendez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy pitched well in his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about it.
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 3rd home run of this series, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo.
Batting second, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Moving under it, Boomer makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening. Next up for New York, Big Daddy Boomer. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Line drive to center field. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in digging in, Big Daddy Boomer.
Big Daddy Boomer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitch.
Ready to take his hacks again. Big Daddy Boomer, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
6 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors for the Mets so far. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Ready once again, Addison Russell. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a pop-up now. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Gavin Cecchini next. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Second baseman, Gavin Cecchini.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets as it remains a 6-5 ball. Into the box now, Woodrow Reigns. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Boomer is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Ian Happ. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they move out in front 7-6. Digging in and looking for more, Big Daddy Boomer, 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far, having quite the game. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, 1 out, down 1 in the 9th. He's got to find a way, any way, to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they...
Yeah, and the Holmes crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Here now is the
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 4 of the National League. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's got 6 RBIs in this series already, so obviously he's had a huge...
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman, Herbert.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
Batting 7th, catcher, Woodrow Rain.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Boomer is there, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 1 and the Mets 0. Lifted in the air out to center field. Happ has a play. 1 away. Next for the Mets, Big Daddy Boomer comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. High in the air down the right field line. Woodall sprinting after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Stepping into the box, Javier Baez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Boomer moves over. And he makes the catch for the second out. Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 2-2 count. Here it comes. This is in the air to left. Russell into shallow left. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Big Daddy Boomer. He flew out in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Scooped up on the backhand. 1 there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Ready now, Big Daddy Boomer. He singled his last time up.
Big Daddy Boomer.
From the stretch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
At the plate, Omar Rodriguez. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate. And they'll tack on a run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only one run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Woodall in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Tomas Nido. He went down on strikes last time up. He loses him on ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
On the ground, left side. That's a base hit. Hoskins has it. And not in time as the run scores. The run scores from second. It's 6-1.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
So striding forward now, Big Daddy Boomer, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. High and deep to right center. Woodall on the move, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's an 8-2 game.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Clean slate on that. Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2024 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now a chance to meet the Mets. What's your take as they try to win an NL championship here on the road, Mark?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Big Daddy Boomer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Now at the plate, Addison Russell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air out to right. Welch is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Big Daddy Boomer. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bleachers and gone. So a two-run shot to left center, his fifth so far in this series. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Ready to take his hacks again, Big Daddy Boomer, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. To second for one. On to first. And how about that for an entrance? One pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So nothing.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Russell able to tuck this one in for out number 1. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them he hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
Ready once again, Big Daddy Boomer. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Belted high in the air out to left. Hoskins going back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And the runner is in from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 8-0. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Ready for another chance? Addison Russell, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Big Daddy Boomer. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Happ. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's not.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.